everybody, I'm meteorologist Gavin Sandell. The planet's next solar eclipse is a year from today, August 12th, 2026. While we here again can see it firsthand, it won't be nearly as groundbreaking or even notable compared to last year's event. And to figure out why that is, let's dig into how eclipses come about. And it has to do with the relationship between three things, that being the sun, the moon, and the earth. And as you can see on here, they're doing a lot of things. They're rotating, they're orbiting. So we need to actually figure out how things can actually go correct for eclipses to happen. And so what you're going to see is the sun shining on the moon. And what happens is the moon casts a shadow on the earth. When that happens, we get an eclipse. But if we have just a partial shadow, called a penumbra, we get a partial eclipse. If it is fully on the earth, no light can get through, then we have what's called an umbra and a total eclipse. That's the most impactful one, the most popular one to us and the media as well, and that's one of the three ways that we can get eclipses on Earth. The total is when the moon completely covers the face of the sun. Variations in how the moon appears on Earth can change between a total and an annular eclipse. Annular ones are more common, and it covers the sun, but appearance-wise, it is smaller than the sun, so we get like kind of a ring-like look off of the sun. The third one is if you were to change the thing that got shadowed on. So for first two, the moon was the one making the shadow on the Earth. If we had the Earth making a shadow on the moon, then we get what's called a lunar eclipse, that familiar red hue glow on the moon. And that happens about once every 6 months in our area. So what we're talking about now is a total solar eclipse that will happen in a year from today, the total solar eclipse of 2026, impacting much of the northern and western hemispheres, totality impacting Greenland, Iceland, and the Iberian Peninsula, consisting of Spain and Portugal. But us in the valley over here will get just a little bit of partialness. In Youngstown proper, it'll be just over 3%, but this is stuff that isn't notable compared to what happened 2 years ago. If you head east, though, once you get to places like New York, Boston, that's when you get closer to 10%. That will be visible at about midday. Talking about solar eclipses, this won't really be that much of an impact on the valley. The most recent one that happened, obviously being last year, but in Ohio, the next total solar eclipse to happen will be in 2099. And comparing what it looks like, us in the valley will just barely be a part of it, just squeaking through Columbiana County. But once you head south, places like Columbus will be in the path of totality, Parkersburg and Morgantown in West Virginia, those places also part of totality. So that is a very far ways away, but realistically, the next chance to see one is just 20 years from today on August 12th, 2045. People are actually already calling it the next great American eclipse, with totality visible all across the South. For Weather 101, I'm Gavin Sandell.